So, excuse me, I'm a little dirty, a little messy. I was doing some work on the car. So I thought I'd do a quick video. Something hit me. My car, my van, I drive a lot. Some of y'all know that, some of y'all don't, but I drive a lot, especially here lately. A lot of trips like Colorado, South Carolina, Indiana, all over the place. And I also work out of my car a lot. And it's been running really, really rough here lately. Like surging and hesitating, like like hard engine idle, everything. So before I went out to work today, nice Sunday out, I thought, well, I want to do a little preventative maintenance on the car and see what's going on with it. I looked up a couple things, and I've had this car for a while, so I know how it runs, and I usually know what's wrong with it. And usually if it's pulsing like that, it's not getting a good connection somewhere, or it's not getting good fuel, or something's going on with it as far as the intake. So I took and popped the hood and got looking at it, because I haven't done a lot of preventative maintenance on it in a while. But the battery cables were a little corroded from where it's been driven a lot. And then I popped the hose off the throttle body, the air intake, where the car breathes, where it gets air from. And that was all kind of gummed up and everything else, where it just hadn't been cleaned for a while. So went into Walmart, got some carburetor and intake cleaner, a couple toothbrushes, a wire brush, and took battery cables off, cleaned them up really good. Took the throttle body and like sprayed it really good, cleaned it out, took the toothbrushes and got in there and got all this junk and stuff that was gumming it up out. And started it up, hesitated a little bit, let it flush everything out, did it again, cleaned all the air intake out, let the car breathe. Basically, the car was suffocating, for lack of a better term. Wasn't getting no air. And it was the little valve in it was sticking and stuff. So it was basically, that hesitation was it gasping for air, to put it more of like a human term, I guess. And got it started up really good. Hesitation wasn't there and everything else. And I don't know, I guess the philosophical nerd side of me got thinking, especially with a lot of stuff like some friends are going through, and like stuff family's gone through, stuff I've gone through. We all get rushing around a lot, and this is where I'm gonna get deep on you guys for a minute, so bear with me. Like, sometimes you gotta like evaluate the things that are suffocating you and like sucking the oxygen from you, and like cutting off your energy supply and cutting off your flow, and what's really like disrupting things. It could be anything. It could be something insignificant, it could be something major, but sometimes you gotta stop and like look at things for a minute, take a breath, and find out what's cutting your oxygen off, what's cutting off your air supply, what's cutting off your energy, and clean things out. You know, it could be anything. It could be a job, it could be people, it could be a relationship, you know. And like, disclaimer, this ain't directed at nobody or no particular situation, just, I don't know. When I was driving yesterday, I got into a couple conversations with some customers about like some deep stuff while I was waiting. You know, I ran into one guy at a Chinese place, and he got talking to me about like my tattoos and bracelets and all that, and Eastern philosophy. And he said a lot of that stuff just brings inner peace. So I got thinking about more of that when I woke up, and the first thing I thought was I need to go fix my car, find out what's cutting the energy out of it, what's sucking the oxygen out of it. And if you're gummed up, if you're blocked up, you got something cutting your airflow off, you got something like choking you, take a minute and like step back, evaluate things, and clean up the things that are cutting the oxygen out of you, you know, that are cutting the flow out of your life. Because otherwise you'll wind up like a car in the road that can't get no air, and you'll just stall out and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere. But if you take a little bit of time and clean things up and evaluate things and work on things, boom, you can breathe.